Well, hello everybody. It's Friday, and I had to get us something for lunch. It's 12:45, and I thought I would get us something for lunch fixed. I was very surprised that we got to our 1,000 followers yesterday, and I want to thank you all so much. We'll be doing our drawing possibly this weekend. I've got to go and see what the dishes that we had from the Dolly Parton were stuff that Mother and I had acquired and we'll never use, and it's better to let our friends have them than for them to never be used and other y'all to enjoy them. But today I just get in here in the kitchen with my classical or Enya music on my Alexa, and I turn her on and tell her to play background classical. This is a pork sirloin roast. It was $14.93. That's $1.99 a pound. It's a family pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a portion of this out and make our recipe that we're going to make today, and to go with the other. I still had a nice sized bowl of potato salad, homemade potato salad. It's a couple of days old, but it's still delicious. It's been in the icebox. And I'm going to make a fried pork sandwich. An old favorite of mine when I was a young child would be going to the Dairy Queen drive-in. And the Dairy Queen drive-in that we had, you could go up to the window and order, and get back in your car and wait. You get a fried pork sandwich, and it had a kind of a sauce of a cucumber sauce. Now I love cucumber sandwiches, and but today I'll show you how to make that sauce. I'll show you how to make the fried pork sandwich. Be right back. Okay, I washed that pork meat really good in baking soda and salt. I let it set in my baking soda and my salt. And then I look here to see where there's more meat off of the bone once you slice that, because this one looks like it's got quite a bit of fat here, which is fine. That would make a good little pork chop there. These would. Cut those as pork chops, so you just cut them. Not do it that way. But right now I'm going to concentrate on this larger piece. I'll concentrate on that larger piece there. I'm going to look at it. You have to look at your meat like an art. And you've got that bone, so I'm not going to cut the whole bone out. I just need enough for Mother and my pork sandwich lunch. So I can always cut right around that bone. Make sure you got a sharp knife and not to cut yourself. So you're just going right around that bone there. Because we don't need a whole big piece. And you won't, if you're going to put this in your big pot or your steamer. See, I'm just looking to see what would make a good. So that'll be a tender piece, and that'll be pretty tender. So let's just cut that down right there. And I'll get our 2 pieces off of that one. If not, we can use some more. We can use some more. I look the fat there. And I want to get most of that fat off of there. If I possibly can. I just want to get that old fat off there. You don't want all that. Don't want all that fat on there. A little bit of fat doesn't hurt. Okay. Well, let me show you here. Alexa, change the music. See, that's so good because I don't have to get my hands in it. Now those, see, those will pull out good right there. We might get one more, just so we'll have them. That one piece, we can use that one piece. I like them to be a little more solid. I like them to be a little more solid. Let's see here. That's a beautiful song. One that Jenny Lind sings in The Greatest Show on Earth. Okay, we got that piece of fat off there. See that? I didn't want to make a whole pan of meat to fry, but well, I guess it'll be alright, huh? See, you want these. Those are pretty good. And I'll show you how to get this messy mess cleaned up. And I'll show you. Be right back. Okay, I'm going to take my old glass dough roller that's got a hole, kind of like a soda pop bottle. If you have a soda pop bottle, I do, but I don't know. I don't have one close by, so I just use the old dough roller. This dough roller is the one that was my grandmother's, and it had a stopper in it. Put ice water to roll your dough, but vinegar came in them. Vinegar. This is the way you got your vinegar around Christmas, and then you had a free dough roller. See, I'm going to beat these down, and I'll turn y'all off till I get that done. Be back. Okay, so I have to beat that down till the thin as paper, not. You just have to beat them down on both sides till you get them just thin as you can. Lay them out there on your prep board. Those are pretty thin. Wash your dough roller and put it back up. Now I'm going to put a little I think we'll set this over here. Let's go ahead and put a little salt on them. I just salt stuff because it kills any bacteria. It just, you know, might put some mustard on these. Remember, we got our mustard seeds, so let's grind us a little bit of few mustard seed and a little garlic. Just go ahead and put your garlic powder. There's no sense in putting anything else in there. Just garlic and a little onion powder. Look at that. I don't know how much I want. About a teaspoon of each, I'd say. It depends on how much meat you've got. So I don't know how much meat you're gonna have, but that mustard, you can get it ground up. Let me see if I've got any herbs of Provence. This is an herb that I've been getting for years. I bought it first in France. But the herbs of Provence, you can, I think, get it even at Walmart now, but used to it's a specialty herb. I've got a list of what all is in it, but I just go ahead and buy it so I don't have to worry with it. But it's good on meats, roasts, anything like that. So you got all fresh herbs. That's why I use a mortar and pestle grinder, as they call, as I say, but because it fresh herbs. So you just put your fresh herbs. You know what's in it. Put your fresh herbs. Now that has rosemary. I'd have gone out and got some out of the garden, but we don't need it. Just rub it and massage it into the skin of the meat. Massage it into your meat now. So it'll be, use what you want. But, oh, that smells good, y'all. Now that'll give a good flavor to this pork. We'll just let that, use that here a little bit. And let me get this messy mess cleaned up. Our cucumber sauce, our sandwich spread, that's what we'll call that, cucumber sandwich spread. I think my grandmother called it tea time because they'd fix it when the ladies would come to tea. That's the recipe I'm going to use. We're not having tea today. I'd invite y'all for tea, but I don't feel like it today. Oh, I feel alright today. I feel better than a lot of times because it's a little bit cooler and kind of cloudy, which for a little while it was. Now it's going to be hot. I just put a little bit of this rainbow pepper. Boy, we got some rainbow pepper. Okay, now I'll go ahead and get one of our skillets. One of our black skillets. Let's see, I've got we'll turn that on. We'll just turn on our black skillet. Let's get us some avocado oil. Or you can use olive oil. I think we'll do avocado today. This is a blend, because this is $7.99 for this at Big Lots. This one here is avocado regular oil, and it's $9 for a little bottle. But there's the health issues are so much better. I've got stuff all over this couch. Heck. Okay, this here is our cream cheese. Let's see what I do. It's cream cheese that I brought out of the ice box. I get me a porous bowl, carafe, or a bowl that's porous, like, well, y'all know, porcelain, like clay or something. I heat it, I put it in and then I heat it, and it gets my cream cheese to room temperature a lot quicker because I forgot to set it out. Okay. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're doing okay. Mother and I are doing fine. She's in there painting her fingernails. I got her some new fingernail color. And I'm going to put about let's put in about I just want that I'm getting some flour and some yellow cornmeal. That's all that I'm doing. I'm getting some flour and some yellow cornmeal. I get that stuff closed back up. I've got my flour and my yellow cornmeal. And I'll dredge our pork into that. So you want it really well coated. I move mine around. See those little places in when you have chicken or something? Take your fingers and get your stuff down in them little cracks. If not, that seems to cause the breading to kind of not want to adhere. Then it'll make it all fall off. I found out that if you get down in them little cracks, like see that crack, big crack there? Okay. Let's just lay that out there because I don't want to put it in there yet. I want to get it really done. Let me turn that down now. It's gotten hot and it's a boiling around. It's looking bubbly. See there, we're getting all that battered. And I didn't use no egg batter, no bread crumbs or all that stuff. I just am using flour, mostly flour, but with some cornmeal. Kind of like I do my catfish if I was doing a catfish. I was going to try to get our tomato pickles done today. I don't know if I'll have it, if I will. We're going to see. But we had to have lunch first. Tomato pickles come later. They don't come right now. So we got two more. Now that's that kind of bastard one. Kind of, it's not in the middle. It's got that membrane that, because I didn't cut that piece like I should have. But that's all right. I cut most of them like I should have. So we'll just, it's got a little membrane in that whole area there. We could have cut that off, but I didn't want to have to waste it, so it's all right. We'll take care of it, won't we? That'll make probably the best sandwich on here. Best piece of pork on here. Y'all remember watching, I don't know if you ever watched him, but as a little boy I watched Justin. He was a Cajun cook and he'd come on and he would talk. Say, y'all, that's gonna be a good one, catfish. I don't remember. Whatever. He's gotta be dead by now, Lord. If he's not, he's the oldest man in the world. Justin, I don't remember. Okay, there we go. Look at there. What do y'all think? Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna shake that excess off, and we're just gonna drop that down in there and not move it. Let's see. Let's get the little, you know what he is. I'm not gonna say it again. That deformed one. Now we'll just let that and keep that grease up now, because you don't want this to get soggy. So you have to keep your mess cleaned up and your grease up, and your men have to keep your wife happy, and your wife has to keep your men happy, and your mama has to keep the kid happy. And I've got to keep my mama happy. And other than that, we'll be happy. See how that's a frying up there? Okay, I'll get this done and I'll be back. Okay, now I'm going to turn them one. You can tell the feeling that's kind of crunchy. You can tell that the bottom is kind of crunchy. That's not as crunchy, but that's that little, you know what, little bastard, because now I don't want to put those other two even in here because this has got to cook and It's got to go swimming by itself, almost. You can't let that. And I'll show y'all a little trick here in a minute. Y'all like my tricks? Because I like my tricks too. Let me get this granny's plate out. I'm going to put us a coffee filter. Put a coffee filter down there. I'll make some catfish one day and show y'all how to do that. I usually cook that outside though. My daddy made two good catfish cookers out of old metal trash barrels, trash cans. I'm just looking to see how. Okay, those are browning up really nice. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take those out now and put it on our granny's plate with our coffee filters. Because I don't want to get them too crunchy. If y'all can eat them crunchy, I can't. Because we know why, and I'm not saying it again. Okay, we're going to set them over there, but we're going to get this right in here. Let's get these two right in here. Get them going. And then I'll be back. Okay, those are cleaning the board off. Forgot those a minute, so let's move these over. We'll get these out. Now those are really the way they should be. And I could even wipe them down a little thinner with my mallet or the dough roller. Now that would make some excellent gravy. You know, I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and make some gravy while I got that. And then that we could have one of those with some gravy for dinner. I've still got my batter here. Let me see how much. That's probably too much grease. Let me get my grease can. Hold on. Let me get my grease bucket. You don't want a whole bunch of grease in there. Y'all have to be careful. If y'all have ordered those black skillets and you're not used to them, they'll burn you or they'll burn the food. So you just have to be so careful around children with these hot skillets. And wipe the bottom off because you'll have that stuff all over you. See, that grease is so hot. And I can't say it enough. You've got to watch. Turn your fire up so it gets back up there. We'll just put that in there. See, that gets those dregs out, but you don't waste your put that fry down good. Get some salt. Get some salt and pepper. Don't forget your pepper. Or no, don't forget the pepper. Now that slurry, you see that slurry? With the cornmeal, it's going to look a little different than it does with your just plain white flour. Put our milk in there. That'll make some good gravy though. If you make sure that that's cooked, you make sure that slurry or what I took out of there with that is cooked down. Make sure it's cooked down. If not, see how that milk's a bubbling? We're going to have to get that off, because that's going to go over if I don't move it. We don't want it to go over, so start stirring once you get your fire off. That's why I need a bigger kitchen where I can have a stove top. I can move this off. Now that's a brown gravy. If you've ever seen a good brown gravy, that's what you want. That's what you want, y'all. Let me set it up on this board I got from Amazon. It's bamboo. And look at that. That's good brown, good gravy. Look, not a lump in it. That's not a lump in that gravy. Just let it cool down a second. Let me get a gravy bowl. Let's see. Let's get a gravy bowl. Get us a gravy bowl. We'll get us a gravy bowl. Now I'm going to order me some of those, and they're pan handle holders. Just as soon as I think about it or can, because I need them with these skillets. I had a couple and they... Alright, now. That gets you gravy done. Just a good brown milk gravy. That'd be so good with some homemade biscuits, and I might do it. See, that's a good brown gravy. Know you got your salt. Let me get a test spoon, because I want to make sure it's too hot to do it, but I'll blow it. It's good, y'all. That's good. Okay. Got our gravy fixed. Okay, I'll be back. Let me get this messy mess cleaned up. I just decided to go ahead and clean it off, so I'm going to put vinegar on there. I just put that vinegar down on that stove. And get me a rag here. And I just start wiping that and get it over that hot piece right there. That'll clean all that. I don't think I have any. If I do, it won't be no more. I get that bench scraper. That's a bench scraper. It's what I use when I make my dough, or when I have the restaurant I make dough. I don't do much dough here. I can, but you know that takes time, and that's one thing that not a lot of us have, is it? Dough. Alright, we'll rinse that off and get a bench scraper and let that kind of dry. Let me get one of my old Harbor Freight towels. I buy them at Harbor Freight just like that, and then I take my sewing machine and I put a seam down the middle. But I'm going to tell you, that'll show you that I'm in the stove. It cleans it so good. You can see that. This I've got to clean here in a minute. I've got black from that skillet all over that trivet. Let me get this cleaned up. I hope y'all have a good weekend this weekend. I hope y'all are going to do something with your grandkids or your children or your mama or somebody. Let's lay this out here, because we'll need it. Billy Jean will need it. He is one of the messiest people. I know. I've been following him around all his life, cleaning up after him. But that's okay. He's got me out of a few scrapes every now and then. Guess that's the way it goes, isn't it, y'all? Take care of your own. And then I take care of everybody. I don't care if they're my own or not. Pink, purple, red, yellow, white. I don't care. I can help them. Oh, there goes a piece of meat. But Billy, you're going to mess up the stove again. Get that off of there. Quit that. Okay, let me get the stuff for our cucumber spread. Well, I had to get me some water, y'all. I was burning up. I put the lavender cover down because that other one was filthy. Yeah, I set that iron skillet on there, not even thinking. I thought that's just plumb nasty. Okay, I'm gonna take these two little misfit cucumbers. Just these two. They're just little misfits, poor babies. And I'll chop them up. Let me get it going. Okay, our pork was almost done, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the microwave. That's my little secret. I put meat, I put bread, I put many things in there. If it's not quite done in the middle, I think I've even done a pumpkin pie that way. And that microwave will finish cooking right there in the middle if you get in a bind, and nobody will ever know the difference. I'm going to go ahead and peel this. I decided I'd use this smaller one because I can cut those others up for pickles, and I need to peel these. And that would have been the little ones looked like they didn't want to be messed with. So I said, okay, I'll put you back in the bowl, and then I'll take on your cousin there, and we'll peel him. He looks like he wants to get a peeling today, so that's what we did. Supposed to take the seeds out. I don't. I think they used to say, take your seeds out so it won't make you burp, ladies. That's why it says ladies at a tea party, so they don't burp. I don't know if that's true, but it might have make them go wild. I don't know. Some of them tea parties were pretty wild. No, not my grandmother's. She was a devout one. No. Okay. Okay. Two, and what I do, I'll show you. Get that off there. And then I'll take my little bitty baby bowl. My little baby. And take my cucumber. Get that out of there. I've been thinking I'd love to go down to the river and go swimming, but you know, after I saw all that stuff going on over there in Paris with our Olympians and them catching that disease from the water and those skin irritations, I thought, Billie Jean, you don't need to be down there in that water. You don't need to be in lake water or nothing like that, because with that liver disease, you can't be in that stuff because your skin is already susceptible. And I thought, well, okay, whatever you say, Billie Jean. Now I just kind of squash that a little more, because those are right. I've got something like this, but it's for a bowl, and I swear, I don't know what happened to it. So that's just your one cucumber. Now, if you're going to make a bunch of cucumber sandwiches, you might want to take the seeds out. But for today, the recipe will tell you the one I'm going to put, to take your seeds out. And then I've got my cream cheese. Y'all know I usually make my own mayonnaise, but I went ahead, since it's only 1/4 of a cup, I didn't want to make a whole glass of mayonnaise. So I used my Duke's mayonnaise. I've made 1/4 cup and I've got it here. And I'm letting that, and I'm going to put about a 1/2 teaspoon, let me see, 1/2 teaspoon of dill weed. Dill weed. If you got fresh dill weed, that's good too. Put a 1/2 teaspoon of dill weed in there. Mix that around. I probably should have drained those cucumbers, but I didn't. But I'll remedy that here in a little bit. Let's see, our cream cheese. Now that's going to have to be whipped. I could put it in the big food processor, but I'm not going to do that. Let's see. I've got my I'll get one of these things. Oh y'all, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna have a bigger bowl. We've got to have a bigger bowl. Let's get this old Homer Laughlin. About 1920. I'll just go ahead. I'm gonna put this one will do. I should have drained that cucumber, and I just saw that. That's why. But see, that's soft. See how soft that is? I'm gonna get that kind of let that sit there. So now I'm going to take this and I'm gonna pour it through my little sieve. And that'll get some of that liquid out. Not all of it, but it'll get some. And that's all that matters. We just want some. Anytime I need to make something a little less liquid with, I get my screen wire sieve. Just kind of see how that's displacing that water, but you'll still get the flavor. You can push. Yeah, that would have been too liquidy, and you can't do that. I think that'll be fine. We'll just go ahead and put that in our cream cheese. See how all that liquid. All right, now I'm going to put some pepper in that. A little pepper in that. Okay, let me get that cleaned off. Get that knife out of the way. Get that mess kind of cleaned up. And if it's not got enough cucumber flavor, peel you another cucumber and add it. Of course, make sure you get that water off first. This is doing fine, but I don't want y'all to have to do this process if you don't have to. This could even be put in a food processor and mixed really well if you wanted to. I just don't feel like doing that step because it needs to be creamy, and it's creamy. I just do things by hand because I've always done it by hand, I guess. And now there's food processors and stand mixers and But now, do I have? Let's get a little bit of kosher salt and shoot. And I better put a little garlic powder. Since I don't have no garlic salt, let's just do a little garlic powder. About a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, probably not. A little bit of, let's see, do it where it's a fourth. So salt and that was about a fourth. So we'll put a fourth of a teaspoon of garlic, let's say, in it. Get that mixed around. Now this makes good anything. Tomato sandwich, it makes good a dip. It can make, I think it's better than the Lipton sour cream dip. Because the cucumber, I don't know, the cucumber just adds a total different flavor to it. Okay. Now, there's a dip. Or a sandwich spread. Cucumber sandwich spread. Now, I'll be right back. I'm going to get this cleaned up. Okay, unless I make my bread, I buy the honey wheat, just any brand you want to. Whatever you like, I just buy my bread. Put the wrapper back on it because I don't like it getting dry. And then I set this. Let's check while we're here, let's check our meat. Let's get us a little piece of meat out here and let's just see if it's tender. Look there, y'all. That's tender. If I can eat it, it's tender. Okay. It's tender. Told y'all it would be. Why'd y'all say that? Okay. You can toast this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get a little I'll get a little grannies from the silver. See, I might. This thing, no, that's pretty good. Yeah, just take that and I put that just right on that sandwich. On that side. Take it. Spread it. Spread it right on that side. Then, let me see, a good piece for Mother. This would be a good piece. Now what I do is usually I'll take my meat out, because that might fit today. But I'll go ahead and just kind of, I'll just chop it just so it's easier for her to eat. I just lay that right there. Boy, you can smell that good herbs of the Provence. You can smell the cucumber. Now this is not your everyday sandwich, y'all. This is a special sandwich. And that's why I'm showing my friends how to make a special sandwich. If I ever get my restaurant open, I'll call y'all and say, y'all come down, I'm making special sandwiches today. I get my serrated knife. And that's what we have. Drop my cup towel. Then, to make things even better, y'all, let me get a plate. I moved my plates. I can't remember where I put them. I've got plates after plates got your plates. I'll get this Haviland plate. See there? You got your sandwich. You got your sandwiches there. Let me get a little scoopity doopity. And get the lid. Let me get us some potato salad. So that homemade potato salad. Now y'all, if you don't like that, I don't know what in the world. I was looking to see, I had a little, this is what you want. Set your plate down, Billie Jean. We'll just sprinkle a little parsley on that. Right around your plate. And that's what we're going to have. We're going to have our pork, right here, pork with a cucumber spread sandwich and our homemade mayonnaise potato salad. You can go watch that video. Also, this is good just to make, let me set this down. You take your bread and spread it onto your breads like this. Y'all are probably going to be tired of me today. Now turn that to where they meet, where they look like they go together. Then I'll put another lid, another layer, another lid, another layer, another lid, and I will cut those in small 4 sandwiches like that. Stack them up on a tray, and those are your finger cucumber sandwiches that you serve at your tea party. So if y'all have a tea party, y'all remember me and make my cucumber sandwiches. God bless you. God bless us. Have a good weekend. We care. Thank you for getting us to our 1,000 followers. We couldn't have done it without you. You just don't know how much enjoyment my mother loves to watch all the comments and watch all the reactions. So we'll talk to you soon. This weekend I'm going to make a few things. Bye-bye.